You don't want me to go. Wow, this stream really did not want me to go. Anyway, and I broke out. This is what I get for trying to be pretty. I just did my eyes this time. I didn't do anything else but my eyes, and it still looks like I did a lot. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I don't know what matters. I am going to, I'm not actually quite ready. I'm not quite ready to do nothing. Let me get myself ready. I suppose I could try to hear better if, I don't know if this is actually, okay, with transparency mode, I can actually hear myself a little bit better. Okay. All right. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna wing it. We'll see. I don't even know where my remote is. If I want to listen to music. Okay, I found it. Do I want to listen to music? I don't know. We'll see. I might read for somebody if somebody comes along. I think I have all my stuff within reach. So we'll just see. We will see. And let me check that I have all messages on chat. It's just you? Okay, it's just my assistant. Well, it says two people are in the room, and Yvette is here. Hi, hi. Hi, Yvette. How are you doing? I remember Yvette. I think I remember Yvette. Did you ever end up meeting your family, your boyfriend's family? If that was you, if I remember correctly. And then there's Shakia. Shakia Sherrod. Hi, Shakia. Yes, I can see the messages. Thank you. My assistant is checking in. I'm good. Enjoying the rain. Oh, is it raining where you are? That's beautiful. It's actually very sunny here in Seattle, and it's kind of annoying. I moved here to get away from the sun, but I also enjoy a beautiful day as well. Yes, I am very glad it is Friday tomorrow, and then the weekend can start. So I don't know. So you guys tell me how you are. I don't. There's nothing going on. I'm actually. I jumped on because I was bored. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'll organize my cards or something while I wait to see what people have to say. Alrighty then. All right. I'm really into the playing cards lately. Like I do love my tarot and I love my Uno, but I'm feeling playing cards. I haven't met the rest of his family, just his brother, and he has an unpleasant attitude. Oh, was he the one? Remember, I said there was one that is going to be like really kind of disagreeable. I don't remember the words I said, but maybe he was the one that I saw in the cards. I was right. Oh, interesting, interesting. I knew there was one. That red one kept popping out. So I was like, there's somebody that is going to be really hostile or just unpleasant. So let me see what's going on here. I'm just pulling cards randomly. Yes, I am very confused about what to do. I don't know what I'm doing today. We're finding out together. And then there's a King of Hearts. And then there is a being careful with the King. Interesting. Be careful with the King of Hearts. And something about being comfortable, getting too comfortable because there will be an attack. This is not for you, Yvette. This is just the cards that I pulled, and I'm trying to figure out what it's about. So this is a nine of diamonds, and it's like being safe and comfortable, but there is someone who is coming to shake things up and try and get what they can. I don't know who that's about, but they wish to take advantage of the confusion of the situation. So be very careful with the King of Hearts because somebody, maybe he's collateral damage, or he could be, or something like, I don't know. But I don't think this is for you, Yvette. But it's something. And at the bottom, going to be forced to move on. Somebody's going to have to move on from a situation they were attached to for the higher, for the greater good. Okay. Getting a feel of the energies that are starting to come. Interesting. All right. So I feel like maybe, just maybe, I will read some good cards today. If anybody is actually interested. If nobody's interested, then I'll just sit here and babble. All right. So if you would like to get a reading from these cards, which is the Wizards and Witches deck, playing card decks from Bicycle, then let me know because these are the ones I'm feeling today. Look at this Queen of Spades. She looks pretty gnarly in all senses. All right. In the meantime, I don't know. I am actually, I think I'm in a positive and hopeful mood for what is to come this August. Everything has been indicating energetically that August is going to be a month to really get things shaken up and really things are going to be revealed. Things that were hidden are going to come to light. But I also think it's going to be a card. Well, this is the card for recognition, but I think it's going to be a month for recognition. Will I meet a new female friend that I can trust? Yvette. Okay, I'll take that question, Yvette. All right, let me get Yvette's cards together. Will Yvette meet a new female friend that she can trust? So, in the asking of the question, I am sensing that you don't have a lot of female friends and that you kind of find yourself tending to have a falling out with female friends or that let's see. I'll shut up and let the cards speak. How's that? Well, Yvette meet a new female friend that she can trust, a real true blue friend. Nope, they said to stop. So I'm gonna stop. Am I doing the five cards? I'm doing the five cards. Okay. So the first five cards I see. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. All right. What am I seeing here? The first two cards. First card is the Jack of Diamonds, and this is the Queen of Spades. Something about an energy, something about falling out over a man or men, been betrayed. These, okay, so I sense this energy. You want an honest female friend that's not going to be after your man, that's not going to try and undermine your relationships, that will actually be honest. But you want somebody that you can actually be a sounding board, because I feel like you in the past they've just undermined your relationship. Okay, there's that going on. So I feel like this is what you would like, an honest female friend, but instead we've gotten female friends that have kind of picked apart, and they weren't necessarily good. But as I look, I don't like this. I don't like how she's looking away from him, and but on the low, she's looking towards him and they're looking towards each other. You see that? I don't like that. So this is in the past section though, so I'm wondering if there was a situation with the female friend where behind your back they were doing things. They were on the surface, they seem to be, oh yeah, we don't know each other, but on the low, they're looking right at each other. So I don't like that. But at the heart of it, two of two of clubs, which is two of wands. This is the card that makes me feel like far away. I feel like there was a separation from you did have a really good friend, like a best friend, but she lives apart now. Like there was a friend, like there was a friend that was close, but now she lives physically far away. Is that something, or that you've grown apart or something like that? There's something with that. I'm not sure, but it feels like, and the first thing that's popping into my head, which is it probably pops in for a reason, is like there was a female friend that you did have, you were close to, but you're not physically close anymore. So you let me know if that resonates at all. And here's the two of hearts, and four of hearts. So given the subject matter, okay, the two of hearts was the next one. Like she was a best friend, or is it like a close friend? And then something about growing apart. Yeah, growing apart. And now these are your options for friendships and connections. And you're just kind of feeling like there isn't a lot of vibing together. It's like you miss what you had when you had a real friend, and you don't have that right now. It resonated. She backstabbed me and moved. Oh, I'm sorry. So she was the betrayer. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. So, yeah, and then this is, yeah, that really broke your heart. Probably more so. Did it break your heart more so because you really trusted her friendship? And then, she's backstabbed you. So that really, really hurt you. And this is kind of like you don't like your options. So here we go. Yes, PJJ, you can ask a question as soon as I am done with Yvette's reading. Okay, so let's look what's underneath that. The rupture. Okay, here's this nine of diamonds back. Nine of diamonds is okay, something about comfort in your comfort zone, something comfortable. Something you felt you were too comfortable, you dropped your guard, you were too comfortable, or something about comfort, and at the bottom of it, 6. All right, so you just want somebody that will be for real with you. And you're not finding that. I feel like, so what I want to know what that's about. I'm feeling that really caused a rupture for you. It really made you unwilling to really offer yourself in friendship very closely because it came as such a surprise. So, what is the what are the next steps here? Because the answer to your question would be 10 of diamonds. This is a yes. This is a big yes. You will find them, but under the conditions of you going to have to let this baggage go. 10 and 10. So, like, you can have it all back. You can have that, but you're going to have to let the baggage go. That, what you're doing, I sense, is you are judging everybody by that heartbreak that you had with that friend. Um, and she was just her own person. That was that situation, that friendship that hurt you. And but you kind of in this space of I don't know if I can trust people anymore. But you have to be willing to let that baggage go and say that that was that situation. Not everybody is that friend that betrayed me. And you not until you do that, you're not going to be able to open yourself up enough to see the people because I feel like there's people in your circle that you may be close you might have more in common with than you think. You're just not seeing them because you're just so busy you're being really vigilant looking for you know you don't want to get that knife in the back again, but you're kind of missing an opportunity. So I feel that. So you have to work on your trust. So I my guess is, and this is the situation, this is the baggage you have to let go. So this is her. Oh, look at them looking at each other. And now they're looking at each other because I'm holding it different. But here, you're going to have to. They're not together right now anymore, are they? They're not together, are they? The two of them, they didn't dump you for each other, did they? I don't think that's the case. But either way, this is the baggage you have to let go. That was then, and you can let that go. When you do, you're going to see that you probably already met somebody you have, things in common with. You might find you have a lot in common, but there you have to see what's right in front of you and the people. Like you have to give people a chance. And it's somebody that you don't necessarily think you would be friends with. Like you wouldn't think you have something in common, but you have more in common than you think, but you won't know that till you get under the surface. So there's somebody in your immediate circle, give them a chance. I feel like it's not something you would think of, but you're going to find out you have a lot to talk about. Okay. That's my reading. And I wish you the best. I wish that I feel like you're right there and I feel that pain that really hurt you. And I'm so sorry that that happened. I'm so sorry that that happened, Yvette. But, um, yeah, gotta let it go and let people be who they are, and other people will be different going forward. Yeah. Now you know what to look out for. Now you know what you want and don't want in a friendship. Use that to your advantage. Okay. All right. PJJ, can I get your question? Can I get your question? Prab. Okay, Prab. I am talking to this guy online, Akil. How does he feel about the communication? Kind of tough, I am feeling. Okay, you're talking to this guy. Okay. How does Akil feel about Prab? All right. How does a keel feel? How does a keel feel? Oh, they're saying get it really mixed up. Okay. Get really mixed up and tell me how this guy feels about trauma. All right. Okay. Let me get that question. All right. Talking to the guy. Let's go. Because it seems like it is here and there, the communication. I am trying them. Okay. Let's see what this guy's about, Rob. Let's see. And is that it? Are you sure? I'm saying, okay, all right. I'm just going, okay. Oh, you guys calm down. I'm listening. All right. So the guy, this is something about power and control and on and guard. He is guarded. He's guarded. He's on the lookout for power, people that he doesn't want to be overpowered. I also feel like he has a sense, like he needs a sense of control. I feel like this is about both of you. This is he is has his guard up with the 9 of clubs, but I also feel like he has a control issue and his being hot and cold is actually kind of that is his control issue. So that you should be on your guard with him because I feel like he uses silence deliberately. So let's keep going there. What is that about? 3. He's been hurt in the past and he's not willing to be hurt again. So, but he is willing to hurt because there's something, okay. I'm I'm feeling his information. He's like really he's closed off because of whatever disappointment in the past, whatever heartache there was in the past. He's got a lot of bitterness about it and so he is really closed off. What's the next one? 4, and is not really yeah, he's really jaded. This is jaded. This is reading as jaded right now. Jaded, so he's acting indifferent, probably because he just doesn't want to put himself out there. Interesting. Okay. I wish these were more encouraging, but something about him being king of spades and the strategy here. I feel like he's really like he knows what he's doing when he's pulling back and when he's being hot and cold. And it might be like an issue with avoidant attachment style. Like he's avoidant, doesn't want to be hurt, and he would rather err on the side of hurting than there's that. There's all these, girl, all these cards. Anyway, this is for you. This card for you is the 8 of Hearts. This is the card that says keep looking, keep your options open, keep searching for somebody who is actually vibing and as open as you are to the situation. I mean, it's fine to keep talking to this guy if you really want to see how things go. But I think as you talk to him, it'll be more clear to you that he's not willing to be as open as you want. And you want somebody who's more open and who's looking for something a little bit more serious and more open-hearted. This is a really open-hearted card, and this is what you want. And I think this guy is here to teach you about not settling, not settling. And wow, and you get this card too. You get the 10 of diamonds. Yeah, you can have, hun, there's so many options out there, but you're going to have to lift your sights higher than this, and then you will hit the jackpot in terms of finding guys who are on the level that you are on the level. You don't have to settle. Like your pool is unnecessarily limited, is what I'm hearing. Your pool is unnecessarily limited. And at the bottom, yeah, he's going to waste your time. He's going to waste your time. Now, disclaimer. This is only what I'm saying this is only what I see as I pull up cards. I'm not saying this is 100%. This is just my interpretation. And these are the first things that are popping into my head when these cards come up. So use your own judgment, use your own discernment, ask your own heart. Don't just say it because, Eunartha said this. That's how it is. See for yourself if I'm right or not. But what I'm seeing is that he's just wasting your time. He appreciates the attention, but he's not willing to open up enough in the way that you need someone who is actually open and putting themselves out there. So I hope that resonates for you, Prub. You have any other question about that, or is there anything I can clear up? Uh-oh. All right. Is everybody gone? Uh-oh, maybe she left. Maybe she had to go. Maybe she didn't like what I was saying. Oh well. All right. I feel like I am alone in this room. That's what the chat numbers say. Oh, you had to leave. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't hear any of that, did you? Did you hear what I said? I'll clip it for you and then I will it won't be ready until tomorrow. Oh, you did hear it. Okay, good. You heard it. Okay. I was gonna say I would clip it for you. But yeah, I think you can have what you want, but it's not this guy. That's just my interpretation from what I'm seeing. So thank you for that question. You're kind of complicated too. You're kind of ignoring him. Okay. All right. Are you the one that's using silence as a weapon? Interesting. Maybe it was you. But I think, eh, keep searching. Keep searching. They're out there. Keep searching. It is really tough. It is really tough. It is so tough. You think it's you. Why do you think it's you? Are you not willing to open your heart? If you have the courage, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Interesting. Okay. All right. Because I have been ignoring him a little, but it's tough for you to put in effort. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, um, you can only do as much as you actually you can only what am I trying to say here? Use words. Use your words, Yunartha. Use words. You can only expect as much as you put in. But maybe you need to rest a little, maybe because you know that this isn't something you want to put your effort into. It could be as simple as that, that you know on some level that this is not who you want to go all out for. And do you actually want anyone at all? That's another question to ask. Maybe you're looking for someone because you feel like you should, but what if you don't actually want someone? All right. Here, ace. Yeah. So a little clarity. Just think about that. Like, do you actually want someone? Do you know deep down that you don't want this? So that's why you're being so ambivalent. And maybe you don't want anyone. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But yeah, you can get that clarity. You'll find that clarity if you go within. Ask your heart. All right. Well, I did those two. Okay. That was fun. That was fun. I appreciate those questions. And now that I've read for two whole people, I can do whatever I want. I don't know what I want to do next. What do I want to do next? Let's see how. Oh, I've gone for half an hour, so I wouldn't feel terrible about calling it a day. But let me just pull some cards. Let me pull some oracle cards. You are welcome so much, PJ. Prob, you're welcome. All right, so to end on a good note here, let's see. What is the card? Is this the card? It is. When you feel sad about stuff, hang on, it'll be over in a bit. That's an interesting card to pull here. Why did you pull that card? Why did you? And then abundance is on its way as much as you'll allow. Be open to receiving. So this is a card for the collective here. So when you feel sad about stuff, hang on. It'll be over in a little bit. When you feel sad, just hang on through it. This too shall pass. And for the collective, abundance is on its way as much as you'll allow. Be open to receiving. That's a big one. We can have as much as we allow ourselves to have. We have to allow ourselves to have it. We can't accept with a closed fist. But we can have the world if we want, but we have to open our arms wide enough to receive it. Okay. Well, I enjoyed this, and I am going to quit while I'm ahead. And I thank everyone for your time and your attention and your energy. And I will see you all later. Thank you. Love you all. Bye bye.